All right, just going to give a preview of the Sotheby's Scottsdale auction. It will occur tomorrow starting 11 a.m. Arizona time. So I waited until tonight because there was way too many people here earlier. I've got to start off obviously with the TDF, one of the showcase cars. This is a absolutely stellar car here. Incredible colors. This is one of my favorite Ferraris of all time. Front engine V12. But look at this thing. Stunning, stunning car. Now, the estimate's 3.5 to 4.5 million. And if you know of anything about TDFs, that seems extremely reasonable and inexpensive. So this car does not have its original engine. It does have a correct engine for a TDF. And so this is a great one to have because you can actually drive it. So this thing is absolutely stunning. It's not colors I would initially think would be really cool looking, but you see it in person, it's great. I think it's a 1958. They're working on the carpets now. Yeah, 58, 250 GT TDF. Now this is one of the other stars here. This incredible Bentley. So I'm not a Bentley expert, so let me read the placard here. 1931, 8-liter convertible Victoria, 2.7 to 3.3 basically $1 million. Look at this interior, right-hand drive. Looks like it has alligator insert seats. Beautiful car. So I'm going to walk through basically all the cars that are out here. I won't go in depth on all of them, just the ones that are either the showcase cars or cars I know a little bit more about. All right, which way? All right, this is one of my favorite cars. This is a Lancia, but what's cool about this car is it is pretty much hot rodded. And I mean, it's got a chopped roof. It is insane. The estimate, I think, is 600 to 800. But look at this interior here. Oh, you can't see it. Oh no. Trust me, amazing car. All right, we have a Iso Grifo over here. Now this is a big block Iso Grifo, you can tell. Can't really tell in the dark, but it's got the raised hood. All right, I'll just talk about the cars we can actually see. So we have a 300 SL Roadster, 300 or 280 SL. Sylvester Stallone's old Ferrari, a Dino. There we go, 512. Very, very cool car. Another Dino here. Now these Dinos, usually lately you've been seeing Dinos go through the roof for $700,000, $800,000. These are realistic estimates, 375 to 425, because these are nice driver cars. So they're not concours show queens. They're actually cars that you can drive. So you got the little 6 in there. Got a nice 575 next to it. This is not a factory manual car, but it was converted to manual, which is pretty cool. So you get the reduced price of, I think it's $160,000. I'm always a car specialist.
What's that?
I'm one of the car specialists.
Okay, well, if you're not an employee, I can't let you.
I am an employee.
For RM?
Yep, RM.
All right.
Oh, sorry, right there. Normally I have my jacket on that's much bigger. So this is a, like I said, gated manual, but it's a factory F1 automatic, but great car. Super glad the security guy is all over it. That's awesome. All right, there's the TDF. We've got a great 300 SL Gullwing here. So if you're wondering where I am, it's RM Sotheby Scottsdale auction. Sorry you can't really see it, but it was just too packed here earlier today to do any sort of video. These are wonderful cars. Got a 300 SL over there. This is a crazy award-winning 64 Corvette, and the estimate on this seems incredibly high, 150 to 200. But if you look at the accolades this one has received, you know, it costs you 200 grand in order to get it to this level. All right, let me go over here. We got this great 911 RS. Factory ducktail spoiler, which is cool. I think this was 450 to 550. Got a 97 911 Turbo S. A lot of great Porsches here. We got a 3.6 turbo here. I apologize, it's hard to see. So this Speedster had got a lot of interest. It's got about 13,000 miles on it, unrestored, all original, great paint readings. I think it has something like 8 phone bidders. So this one should do really well tomorrow. And if you can see it, this is a really cool car. So it's a Porsche 959, but not any 959. So this one was custom enhanced by Canepa. So it's called an SC. And you got to look at the interior here. Green interior with the green exterior. These are about, I want to say $2.5 million. All right, let's go under the lights here. So we got a whole row of Porsches there. Got a black Speedster. Got a nice wagon. You can't really see it, but down there we've got a bunch of pre-war cars. And believe it or not, a fake stagecoach that has like 12 people on the phones to buy it. Who would have ever thought the stagecoach would have so much interest? All right, so much better lighting over here so we can take a look at some of these cars. This is obviously a great Cadillac Brougham. So the Broughams, 1958, they've have the stainless steel roof. They've got the suicide doors. And one thing that's usually missing from these cars, and I don't honestly know if this one comes with it or not, is there's a vanity kit that comes with it. And if you have the original vanity kit, it's about $20,000 just for the vanity kit. So this one is 125 to 175. This is a great little AC Cobra. So it's not a real AC Cobra, but it is a sanctioned 7000 series CSX 50th anniversary Cobra. And it's made to look like the FIA racers. It's got the Weber carburetors on top. Great little car. Estimates 200 to 250. They got the gas outside filler. Great little car. I would love to have this car. And this is a car I consigned. This is a really nice Plymouth Superbird. Really nice shape. Out of Cincinnati. Thanks to the folks at Sakura's. So 446 pack, a true 446 pack car. And what I like about this car is it has aftermarket AC and even aftermarket exhaust. You can see how crazy the headers are there. So it's not 100% factory, but the enhancements that have been made have been very nicely done and very tasteful. We got this VW bus I know there's a lot of interest in. I think it's an 21 window VW bus. Estimates 120 to 140. So the more windows you have, the more valuable it is. Super slow. But I know this one has some pretty serious interest, even from a couple museums. Got a couple more pre-war cars. Now here's some of the big hitters. We got the big Bugattis here. So I'm not a Bugatti expert, although I know a lot more about them today than I did yesterday. But beautiful cars. One on the left, I think it's the average estimate is 1.5 million, I believe. And the one on the right is like 2.5. I'm sorry, this one's 750 to $1 million. And then the red one, red and black, is over 2, I believe. Let's see. It's got the iconic horseshoe radiator grille there. This one is 1.75 to 2.35. It's got this cool top that comes down like this. And then you've got a nice, very nice boat tail Speedster next to it and some great colors. This is the only non-supercharged version. So if you see these boat tail speedsters, typically they would have the big side pipes coming out, exhaust pipes coming out here. This is the only one that does not have that. And some other cool cars. So we got some supercars back here that you'd probably like to see. We got a McLaren in the distance there. We'll get to that in a second. This is a car I think everybody should be at. Oh, you know, it's kind of cool. See those lights up there? That's the Wrigley family mansion. They no longer live there, but that's their family mansion. I think it's a museum now. So if you like BMW M3s, this is an incredible one to have. Unrestored, all original, and like less than 5,000 miles on it. Now the estimate on this one is $50,000 to $70,000. Now it is offered without reserve, so this one's going to sell no matter what the price is. But let's take a look. Yeah, so, you know, it's funny, I'm not crazy about the wood grain, but that's the way they made them back in the day. I mean, this thing practically smells new. It's in tremendous shape. I don't know about the color. I would be fine with the color. Sunroof. Just because you never see this color. And then we've got a Shelby Mustang. That's super low mileage. Rolls Royce over here. All right, let's look at some of the crazy cars. I apologize. It's not lit up more right now. I honestly thought it would be. Here's the crazy McLaren. So there's two McLaren Sennas here. This is one of the GTR models. So the street model is pretty race ready, but this one takes it to the next level. All the wings and spats. You can see the window there. You can see the more aggressive exhaust back here. A little hard to see. And then next to it's one of my favorite supercars, the Sailing S7. And you rarely see these. I know they're beasts. They're somewhat difficult to drive. Rear-engined. They're one of the prettiest supercars in my mind. So yeah, take a look at this thing. So let me give you some numbers here. The Senna GTR is $1.1 to $1.3 million. I know there was significant interest on that car. All right, the Sailing S7 is probably a little less than that. Yeah, 900 to 1.1. You can't really see it, but this is a Gunther Works Porsche. We got a crazy Mercedes convertible. That's a DTM convertible. Crazy. I wish you could see that. Black Series 300 SLS, which is, I think it's about $700 to $900,000. And these are cool because they're the successors to the Gullwing, so they still have the same open door Gullwing style. And so, to me, the SLSs here will never go down because of this feature. Who knows when there'll ever be another Gullwing car. And then we have the street Senna here. And you can see the crazy cool exhaust in the back here much better. And the crazy wing. Now the first time ever, I've never seen one of these at an auction. This is an AMG G-Wagon, this weird like purple color, 6-liter. But this is apparently right before the AMG merger with Mercedes-Benz, so this one's pretty rare. Got this Audi Quattro Rally vehicle, and then we're going back into the darkness here. But we have a fleet of Aston Martins. This is one of the 2018 Vanquish convertibles, $500,000 to $550,000. Then we have a DB R1. This doesn't even actually have a top, believe it or not. Very limited production on these, but black with cream interior. Very cool. And then we have an 80s beautiful Aston Martin. I just don't like the way the rear end is here with that big black thing at the bottom. Anyways, that's just a little peek. Sorry it's so dark. I honestly thought there would have been more lights on out here. So the auction's tomorrow Friday, January the 24th, and starts at 11 a.m. Arizona time. So they will live stream it. So if you want to check it out, just go to rmsotheby's.com. And as always, there's a rug coming out here in front of me. You can check out my podcast every Thursday at the Collector Car Podcast on YouTube. All right, stay tuned because I'm going to be doing live streaming from Cavallino, the Ferrari show down in West Palm Beach. Probably tomorrow night. I'll do a evening one, and then I'll do one day of show on Saturday where there'll be Ferrari F40s, F50s, Enzos, all sorts of crazy stuff. So I will see you then.